Hello everybody, tonight you join me on a very cool looking website because we are looking at Nano-X stock for the very first time on the channel, also known as Nnox stock by symbol, so that's Nnox. But yeah, the stock price has been kind of moving quite a decent amount quite recently. If we have a quick look, it's up about 50% on a very quick period. If we look out even further, we can see it's up even higher. We're looking at 91% gains, even with the big loss which we have seen incorporated into that. So the company is kind of flying up. So tonight I'm going to be giving you a quick update and analysis. If this video does well, I will give you another update and a bit more of an in-depth look into the future of the company tomorrow. So if you do want to see that, please do show it by leaving a like and subscribing. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. It's a very ambitious goal, but let's just set a smaller goal for the meantime of 2,000. If we can hit 2,000 by the end of the month, we are in a good standing for the next year. So thank you for all the support so far. Let's keep the growth going. On top of that, come on, join us on our Discord. Link to our Discord is in the description. It's all about stocks. It's a great place. You'll love it. Right then, so let's jump straight into this episode by having a quick look at what the company actually does. So, Nano-X is a company which, well, from what I can tell, they look into, X-raying and stuff like that. And of course, this is, a fundamental industry because, of course, X-raying, there's so much that you can do with this. We all know it. We all have probably had an X-ray in our life at some point, and we can understand how this is potentially, an interesting market. And of course, they are innovating some things. We'll talk about this in another episode, like I said, because I'm trying to make this one more about the stock. We'll do a bit more of a fundamental deep dive in another episode. But yeah, I think that stock has been, rocketing up for a few reasons. Obviously, they had a presentation the other day and that went well, and due to that, the stock price did bounce up. But ever since that, though, we have seen a little bit of a sell-off. So we can see from about the 2nd of December, we have seen the price go down. And of course, that's not necessarily a bad thing because, like I say, with a lot of these companies which do follow a pattern like this, and when I say a pattern like this, I mean a pattern where the company's just going to look up, and I'm going to highlight it from where it happened. If you just have a look on screen, it's basically going up and up and up and up and up, and obviously that's unsustainable. I mean, yes, a company can go up 200, 300, 400% in a year. I'm not saying it's impossible, but obviously that is not going to happen in a straight line. So you know what? A bit of a dip here and there is not necessarily a bad thing. It gets us a cheaper price, and it's potentially, a good thing to see. Not always a bad thing to see after all. So yeah, I think that we're definitely looking in a better position to buy the company than what we were in the past. And of course, let's have a look at what our analysts say. So we're going over to CNN for this one. You can pick an analyst source of your choice if you would like to, but for this one we are looking at CNN, and we have two analysts over there, and they are offering a 12-month price forecast, and we can see that they have a high estimate of 25%, a low estimate of 16%, and a median mid-range estimate of 21%. So what does this really mean? So the median is kind of like the stable, kind of decided on again by both of them. So obviously it's a kind of more stable, more realistic one right in the middle. The low is of course a worst case scenario, and the high is a best case scenario. So looking at the worst, even on the worst case scenario, we are still up about 16%, so almost 20%. And you know what, in the stock region, that is not really too much of a bad return to get on a year. So of course, it's more of a stable growing stock according to this, and I think it could potentially see growth even higher than the 25% on the high side. That's just my opinion though. Obviously, looking at what the analysts say in regards to buying the company, we have 3 analysts which are saying that you should buy it. So we have 2 analysts which are saying that you should directly go out and buy it, and another analyst, which is our third one, which is saying that you should maybe not buy it, but if you do already have it, hold it and not worry about it too much. And I do understand that approach, and I kind of see where they're coming from. So yeah, I would say this is probably still a buy. I think we're in better standing, with the drop that we have seen recently, because I don't think a drop is necessarily always a bad thing. I think it can be a good thing, and I think this is kind of one of those instances. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.